In the previous tutorial, /post/rust tutorial /, we learned SERD for serialization. Now we learn clap, the most popular library for building command line tools in Rust. Let's break it down. Setting up add clap to your cargo.toml. The derive feature enables derive Parser. This is the recommended way to use clap. It lets you define your CLI as a struct. Your first CLI, let's start simple. A greeter that takes a name. Let's break this down. Derive Parser. Clap generates the argument parser from the struct command name equals greeter, sets the program name and help output, command about equals, adds a description, name, string, a positional argument required by default, arg, short, long, creates both C and count flags, arg, default underscore value equals 1, makes the argument optional with a default, bool fields become flags. Present means true, absent means false. The doc. Comments /// become help text automatically. Run greeter, help and you get usage examples. Positional arguments versus flags. Clap distinguishes between positional arguments and named flags. Positional arguments are fields without arg, short, or arg, long usage. Mytel input, txt output, txt named flags use arg, short, long usage. Mytel, I input.txt, o output.txt or mytel, input.txt, output, txt boolean flags don't take a value. Usage, mytel, v or mytel. Verbose optional arguments use option t. The field is none if the user doesn't provide it. Value enum. Choosing from a set when you want the user to pick from a list of options. Use value enum. Clap automatically converts between lowercase strings and enum variants. The user types, mode words and gets count mode, words. If the user types an invalid value, clap shows the valid options automatically. Subcommands. Real CLI tools have subcommands. Think git commit, git push, cargo build, cargo test. Clap makes this easy with enums. The command, subcommand, attribute tells clap that this field holds subcommands. Processing subcommands after parsing. Use match to handle each subcommand. Each subcommand has its own logic. The struct fields give you typed, validated data ready to use. Building the count function. Let's build the counting logic for our tool. This function takes the text and count mode, then returns a formatted string. The detailed flag adds extra information. Notice how the count mode enum from clap flows naturally into our business logic. Building the search function. This is a simple grep-like search. It returns matching lines with their line numbers. The max_results limit prevents flooding the terminal with thousands of matches. Building the convert function. Simple text transformations. In a real tool, this might convert between file formats like CSV to JSON. Argument validation. Clap can validate arguments at parse time. Use value_parser for numeric ranges. If the user passes an invalid port, the error message is clear and automatic. No manual if port less than 1024 checks in your code. Pathbuff for file arguments. When your CLI takes file paths, use pathbuff instead of string. Pathbuff is the Rust type for owned file paths. It handles platform differences, / on Linux, / on Windows, automatically. You can get useful information from a path. Version and help. Clap generates version and help automatically. Help or H shows usage information. Version or V shows the version for subcommands. File tool count. Help shows help for the count subcommand. You can also use command version without a value. Clap will use the version from your cargo.toml automatically. Global arguments. Sometimes you want a flag that works with every subcommand. Use global equals true, The verbose flag works in any position. Both work. Clap handles the ordering. Testing your CLI, you can test clap parsing without running the actual binary. Use parse_from. Parse_from takes an iterator of strings, just like command line arguments. The first element is the program name.